All right, everyone, we're just about at the end of Unit 13 in Fundations, so I just wanted to go over some of the things that we have reviewed and to give you an opportunity to practice a little more. So, we have learned 5 ways of making the long O. First, we just had O, like the open syllable O, like in robot. And we had our V underscore E. And since we're talking about the long O, it's O underscore E, like bone. And we had OA. And do you remember what we said about that? It never goes at the end, except for the word cocoa. And it must have a consonant after it. So we have a word here like coach. OE, and I'm sure you remember what we said about that. Yes, that it must always go at the end of a syllable. Okay, so we have foe. Foe is like an enemy. And of course, we have OW in a word like snow. And we said that OW almost always goes at the end, but if you watched my last video, you also know that it could go before an N, like in grown and thrown and things like that. So it's usually at the end, but not always. And don't worry, there are more of them, but these are the ones that we're focusing on now. In Unit 13, we haven't talked very much about syllables, but so far we have learned about 5 syllable types. The C stands for the closed syllable, so we might have a word like rot, a short vowel, and then right after that we have a consonant. Then we have our V underscore E, which we've talked about many times before. Okay, here I'm representing it with the word bite. So it's an I, a consonant, and the E. Okay, and we had our D, like bait and boy and toy and snow. 2 sounds that make one vowel sound. Okay, that's our D syllable. We also had our open syllable. Okay, and there's robot again. And our R syllable, the R controlled vowels, like cord. And yes, don't worry, there are more syllable types, not just these 5. We've also reviewed homophones and seen them a little bit. So we learned that we had groan. The first one is like when you're unhappy and you just groan. Oh, I can't believe it's Monday. And groan like, oh my, how much you've grown. Toe, the thing that's on your feet. And tow, like a tow truck to pull. And no, like I know you. And thrown, the ball was thrown by a kindergartner, and thrown, the queen sat on her throne and drank tea. We've even started to look at homographs like bow, which is what you do when you bend your back forward to show somebody respect, and bow, like the stick you use to play a violin, or the uh, the ribbon that's all tied up in a pretty way on a present, or maybe you have a bow in your hair. All right, and let's take a look at the trick words from this unit and practice them probably one more time. The first one is Monday. Monday is the first day of the school week. And I'm going to give you all the trick words first, and then you can check them at the end. The next one is Tuesday. Tuesday is the day after Monday. The next one is cousin. I would like to see my cousin this weekend. Cousin. The next one is lose. I don't like to lose games. The next one is tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a beautiful day. And the last one is beautiful. Beautiful. I hope it's beautiful like yesterday was. All right, and let's take a look at the words. Monday, hopefully you have that with a capital M. And Tuesday with a capital T. They must always be capitalized. Cousin, tricky because that OU shouldn't make the sound. Lose, also tricky because of that O. There's tomorrow, and remember tomorrow has two R's. And the last one, beautiful, and there it is. Okay, let's move on. Now let's practice some words, all of which have the long O sound. The first one is roadblock. 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 That's a compound word. The next one is rainbow. Rainbow, which is also a compound word. The third one is elbow. Elbow. My son hurt his elbow on a trampoline. The fourth word is glow. Glow. Next Halloween, I might carry a glow stick. The next one is snowball. Snowball. I threw a snowball at the tree. The next one is shipload. Shipload. A shipload of toys arrived in the harbor. The next one is railroad. Railroad. I love steam engines and reading about the old railroad. And the last one is soak. To make something wet is to soak it. And here are your words. There's roadblock. There's rainbow. There's elbow. There's glow. There's snowball. Shipload. Railroad. And soak. How did you do? Okay, if you don't have them all correct, it's okay. But if you spelled elbow with an OA at the end, that might be a problem because that means you've forgotten the rule. That OA does not go at the end and it must go before a consonant. Okay, so don't worry if you didn't get them all correct. Just try to remember the basic rules, and the more you practice, the better you'll get. And And all these long O's made me want to write another poem, and it's still Poetry Month, by the way. So I'm going to put on my fake British accent and read my newest poem to you. Oh, 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 don't you know, that there are so many ways of making a long O. So, if you find yourself alone with a handful of snow that you really want to throw, just remember, I taught you so. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are just wonderful. You guys are just great. That's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I heard so many of you say bravo. There's another long O. Guys, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.